He is one of those talented people with a slash career, singer, slash songwriter, slash actress. Carnie Wilson, who grew up in the business. Her dad is Beach Boy Brian Williams. Wilson is Brian Williams, of course, does the news. Is one-third of the pop trio Wilson Phillips. Well, she's out now with her first ever solo holiday album, Christmas with Carnie. Yeah. Good morning, Carnie.
Hi.
So why did you decide now to put out a Christmas CD?
Well, it just seemed like the perfect season for it. I have an album that I did with Wendy, my sister, called Hey Santa, but it was my first solo effort, for Christmas, and I love Christmas music so much.
And there's so many standards, so many great songs. How do you winnow them down?
It's hard. I mean, I wish I could have done a 100-song Christmas CD. That would have been great. I just chose, my ultimate favorites, especially Merry Christmas, Darling. That one,
Now, that's interesting. Why did you choose that one? That's one of those, that is so much, Karen Carpenter's song.
I know. Well, that's why. She's probably my favorite singer. People have said, Carnie, sometimes you sound like Karen Carpenter. Well, I couldn't receive a higher compliment than that. I just did the best I could. I love that. It's my ultimate favorite Christmas song of all time. I mean, Little Saint Nick, my dad's song, so that's kind of hard to beat.
Right.
But gotta mention that because that's true. But Merry Christmas, Darling is pretty great.
Your husband composed the one original song that's on the CD.
He did.
Was it difficult?
Warm Love and Christmas Time. It's a great song.
Yeah, and did he have to kind of audition it for you?
Well, the funny part is that the two of us, whenever we write together, we get into a fight. I don't know if it's like husband and wife bickering thing, but we cannot write together. It's hysterical. So I said, go and write this song. Go write this song. And he did. He came out 2 days later out of his little cave of love. His
cave of love.
His creative cave. And this song was born, and I think it's wonderful.
As I mentioned earlier, your dad is Brian Wilson, not Brian Williams.
Right.
I just want to make that clear.
There's a difference.
But what was it like growing up, especially around the holidays, with the Beach Boys?
Well, I mean, Beach Boys' Christmas album is one of the classics of all time. I have a memory of my mom and dad in bed, 6 a.m., Wendy and I and my sister banging on the door, Mommy, Daddy, did Santa come? Did Santa come? It's actually my favorite Christmas memory, and one of the only memories I have of them together. So it's very special to me. We went downstairs and saw our new little kitchen set and our bikes. That was a great Christmas.
Do you flash back on that now with your daughter, Lola Sophia?
Oh. It seems like every year it just gets better and better, and she knows more about what Christmas is now. And she's still, just 2.5, but she is a remarkable, spirited little girl, and is already singing. And she loves to change the lyrics. She's silly. She has my sense of humor.
Right.
We call her her rear end, her hiney. So she changed it to Merry Christmas Hiney.
There you go.
That's my daughter.
I like it. That's going to be on the next CD. So one of the things, you're known for your singing. You're also known for a very public battle with weight, and you had the gastric bypass, as did I.
Yep.
How's it been going? I know it's a battle. People think once you do it, you're done, but it's still a battle.
Yes, just like Nicole from The Biggest Loser said, she's right. Every day it's a battle. It's a battle with your addictions, with your food, with your, for me it's probably an anxiety thing. It's hard for me to calm down. It's hard for me to sit still. And for me, food is still that little buffer. That's still that little friend that I still go to. Different quantities now. But exercise, to me, if I could say one thing, gastric bypass or no gastric bypass, exercise is the most important thing. So if you have a little extra calories that day, you're going to burn it off. Water and exercise. But it is no cure. We know that.
Yep.
There's no cure for the disease. And, it's a disease, and I think we need to treat it like that. But I'm a spokesperson for health, not just a bypass.
Right.
It's health.
Well, you can't get much healthier than listening to some good Christmas music.
That's right.
All right. Carnie Wilson, thank you so much. The CD, again, is called Christmas with Carnie.
Enjoy it.
All right.
Now, you had a very, very public battle with weight loss, the gastric bypass. Is it still today a struggle for you when it comes to keeping the weight off?
Well, look at me. Yes. I mean, I'm a little bit up right now. I go a little down, go a little up. I feel like after the baby, it's been particularly hard for me. I don't know if that has anything to do with gastric bypass or not, but I know that it will always be a battle. It will always. And you know what it is? I think today I'm trying to because, being in the public eye with this, it gets a little crazy. Women are already, feeling the pressure with the scale and the size of the pants. I feel
feel like, let's forget the number. Let's just get into a health zone that's comfortable and that's good for you, and not worry about the exact number.
Right.
That's what makes us crazy, I think.
And you went from a food addiction to then very openly talking now about your addiction to alcohol, and you went through rehab and all of that.
I didn't go to rehab.
Oh, you
I'm
didn't go
just
to
a recovering
recovering
alcoholic.
So
I call myself that because I am.
How did you make that? I mean, how did you figure out you had a problem and get the help that you needed?
It was pretty obvious, I mean, falling down, I mean, it was, that's kind of an indication.
You just have that addictive personality, Carnie? That's your thing?
I do. And I'm not ashamed to talk about it or admit it. I think a lot of people out there try to hide that, or they're in denial. And the first thing is just admitting, you know what, I have a problem. And, someone like me, I didn't realize that it can cross into other areas.
Well, and I think what's interesting, too, is I just noticed from the crowd, people love you and they want to cheer you on.
Thank you.
But along with that comes like you being the poster child for weight loss, and that's a lot of pressure. I mean, to have on yourself. It's enough for regular people to struggle with it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great to say, oh, it's just been a fairy tale and everything's peachy, but. I mean, I've had ups and downs, and I will continue to have them. But like I said before, no one is perfect, and we shouldn't strive for perfection. We just shouldn't.
Good message.
Do you struggle every day still? I mean, do you think about food? Are you thinking about it now? Like I am?
like okay, the segment's like we're going to talk about caffeine. I'm like, what would go nice with coffee? A raspberry bar, a piece of coffee cake, coffee cake. That's my head.
Meanwhile, though, you do have a great a Christmas CD out, Christmas with Carnie,
Yeah.
and one of the songs, you sound so similar to Karen Carpenter.
Oh, Merry Christmas,
Darling.
Thank you.
Which that's one of my favorite Christmas
I tried
songs.
to channel her.
She was like a real inspiration,
I was like,
right?
Karen, come to me, Karen.
You know what I love, too, is singing runs in your family.
Yes.
We dialed your home number just for fun, and we noticed there was a little girl named Lola on the answering machine. Can we cue that tape? I just want to hear how Lola sounds.
Up so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Now I wonder what you are.
Carnie, that kid,
I know.
unbelievable.
But how about pitch? Pretty good pitch at 2.5?
Is it after you or Brian?
God bless.
You or Daddy?
Well,
or
it's,
grandpa?
you know what? We're going down a couple generations here. It's her daddy, it's her mommy, and my grandpa, and her grandfather, and her grandmother.
Carnie, it's such a pleasure. You're such an inspiration. We
Thank
love
you.
having you on the show, so come back anytime.
I would love to come back.
Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you. Merry Christmas.